Now, let's please welcome to the stage Havoc AI CEO Paul Lwin to show us how AI and autonomy are transforming maritime operations. I think I'm ceding the stage to you right now. You have a video, and then we have a live feed out of Rhode Island that I will have at it.
Yeah, we're going to show you a video from a competition we did in Hawaii last month. And then we have real boats on the water in Rhode Island that we're going to go control from stage. So I'll tell you, it is incredibly stressful controlling full boats 400 miles away from stage. So please bear with us. Going to play it. So my name is Paul Lwin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Havoc. We're a collaborative autonomy company. Basically, what we're doing is building the technologies needed to put thousands of those autonomous vessels into the water in the next 2 years, right? More than building boats, what we think is important is the software to make thousands of boats do what you're seeing on the screen. So what you see on the screen is a competition we did in the Pacific, where the US Army asked us to protect a watercraft in the middle completely autonomously, which means no humans in the loop, right? You couldn't cheat, you couldn't remote control or waypoint plan. And we did that for a whole day. What you're seeing is our vessels protecting that vessel in the middle for an entire day. We competed against some of our top competitors, which most of you probably know, that have been around for like 4 years. We ended up winning that competition because they were surprised at how mature our collaborative autonomy algorithms and models were to be able to do that. So for a whole day, we protected that craft in the middle, again, with no humans in the loop. So that's what we're building, the technology needed for humans to control thousands of autonomous systems. We're 21 months old, but we've already built 80 autonomous vessels. We've delivered 32 of them to various government customers, and we're going to build 200 more of these vessels. We like to show and not tell. So in case autonomy is a buzzword to you, what we're going to do is show you why autonomy, right? And so we're going to switch over. We have vessels on the water over here in Rhode Island. How it's going to control it from on stage, right? Again, these are not toys, right? At the end of the day, you can go build expensive boats, make them look great, which a lot of people right now are doing. But if they can't do this, where an operator can control hundreds of them very easily, they're just toys and R&D experiments, right? We are not an R&D experiment. We can deliver thousands of these in the next 2 years. So there are 4 vessels there. They're blockading an area right there. And how it's going to reposition the blockade. Again, he's controlling 4 vessels from DC that are in Rhode Island, and he can't really see the vessels.
And that's what we're seeing over here.
That's what we're seeing. That's the drone footage from the vessel, right? Just to show you that we're not faking it. A lot of people in this space, there's a lot of vaporware and renderings. We're not showing you. We're showing you real boats and real people controlling them. So how just send a command to move the blockade, and you see the boats started to react, right? There's a lag from the drone footage, but you see the icon, right? That is how warfighters are going to control autonomous systems, right? They can't sit there remote controlling and waypoint planning. That's how easy it has to be, because the Pacific is 8,000 miles wide, and we don't have thousands of people to sit there and remote control, right? If you can't do that, what Hal just did, you're not autonomous, so you're just faking it, and you're at best remote controlling it.
And so these are rampages.
These are rampages. These are our 14-foot vessels. We actually sell them to government customers for $100,000, right? That's 15 times more affordable than the nearest competitor, and they work.
And then you guys have Sea Hound coming up, which is a bigger version.
Yeah.
And then you have a third one, I believe.
Yep.
Which one is the third one?
So we actually have 4 vessels. So
4.
we have a Sea Hound vessel, which is 38-foot long. We also built a 42-foot autonomous vessel. And right now in Hawaii, we're testing a 100-foot autonomous ship. Right? We're the only company with an 100-foot median USV in the water. Everyone else is showing renderings and showing the boat being built. Our boat is so real that you can go look on Google Earth and you'll see it in Honolulu Harbor.
And so these guys are on the move right now. What are they up to?
They're just repositioning it into a blockade. So in a blockade, it's what Howard has told them is make sure no vessel passes through. Now, we're in Rhode Island, so there's a lot of sailboats in the area, so we're not actually going to show you the next step. The next step, what we showed on that video, is if a vessel were to try to get across, all of these vessels will try to intercept it and engage it.
To your point earlier about lots of competition, do you think the drone boat space is a little oversaturated at the moment? And then how do defense watchers separate the wheat from the chaff, right?
Yeah, so it is unbiased, obviously. It is oversaturated. A lot of people are focused on the boats, right? You see on social media, someone comes out with a new boat almost every day, right? We don't focus on the boat. We don't think the boats are the problem. Humans have been building boats for thousands of years, right? If you think you need hundreds of millions to build a new boat, you probably don't understand the space, right? We work with existing commercial boat builders to be able to build thousands of these boats right now. And what we focus on is the software to do this, right? To make them act as swarms of vessels that are working with the humans to do something.
What exercises are you headed to next?
We are invited to all the Pacific ones, so Bella Catan, Valiant Shield next year. We have vessels with our government customers right now. They are using it by themselves. Right? We've got vessels over in Europe. They're going around. A few months ago, we found out that the Polish were testing our vessels, and we didn't even know about it. It's because they were government assets that just got loaned to them.
And the last question I wanted to ask, you're a Myanmar refugee, a former EA-6B weapons system officer, and a former EA-18G flight tester. Why are you doing boats?
They're incredibly easy, right?
You can't build a growler?
Yeah, well, we will, right? So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but you see these guys, I can guarantee you right now, they are software bugs, right? This is a test event that you're seeing. Our engineers are looking at it, logging it, and then after we're done with this demonstration, they're going to go fix that software issue. If you think about airplanes or even ground vehicles, airplanes are going to fall out of the sky, ground vehicles are going to run into things. But boats, it's a safe space. So I'm a former naval aviator. I like boats, but I love airplanes, right? We started with the boats because just like the self-driving cars, you have to go build the data set, right? If you're saying you're going to be a collaborative autonomy company, you can't just fake it by doing 100 hours of tests and saying I have autonomy, right? We have 15 billion data points now where 5 to 10 autonomous things have worked together to do sophisticated things, right? That is the holy grail. Now we can use that data set to build perception models, decision-making models, and we're just starting to scratch the surface, right? Over the next 2 years, you're going to see us, build autonomous ships, but also put our collaborative autonomy stack on airplanes and ground vehicles and submarines, and hopefully spaceships too.
Fantastic, Paul. We have to leave it there, and thanks for beaming in from Rhode Island.
Appreciate it. Thank you.